a smart band. So it is both kind of like a Fitbit or a Nike Fit total integration with the smartwatch.
So you get notifications and you get your sort of fitness and health tracking and stuff.
Yes.
Helmet tracking, was that?
Helmet tracking.
Helmet tracking, all by a company who typically makes stuff for gamers. And Garmin as well. Garmin are doing these kind of activity bands and these which will help you sort of track your run. It just seems to be that everyone's doing a smartwatch that also tells you about your fitness and gives you notifications, and everyone's doing it. I mean, we've all done one of those after a significant amount of pork and bacon. We've all done a ham poo. So I just spoke to these guys, Datex. I was asking them, when I'm buying a power device, something that charges my phone, if it's low on battery or power, what am I looking for? And there was a couple of things. He was talking about the capacity, obviously. The higher capacity, the better. If it's portable, it's because that means it has more charge in it, that it can charge up your phone. But he was saying that actually quicker is not always better. The quicker charges can sometimes damage your phone, can make the battery hot. He said there's no way to really know if it's going to be too quick, and I was trying to get out what's a good speed from him, and I don't know, so I'm still going to ask more people and try and find out what I should look for on the packaging and in terms of capacity and speed when I buy a backup power device, because I have 3 with me today and I just have them. I don't know what's better than another one, bar sort of trial and error. Do we need to look at more gadgets? We can hang around here again. Yeah, we can hang around here for a while. So this is sensors inside the basketball that are measuring how he's thrown it.
Yes. Right. Winner, chicken dinner.
Snap your wrist.
And giving him some advice based on the iPad.
Maybe we toggle out and we want to work out on, say, I don't know, ball handling. So maybe we go behind the back speed, really challenge ourselves. Sit down, nice and low. Get that stance going, making sure we get that rhythm going, and I want to complete that objective. I want to fill up that ball. If I lose control of the ball, my control score on the right, dip it down. I got to
control it, keep it tight, fire it through.
Okay, so I just spoke to these guys at Energy, and they gave me some more information about what makes a good charging device. They also mentioned the safety elements, so if you find you're using something that makes your phone get hot and the phone battery get hot when you're using it, you should probably stop using it. It's reducing the lifespan of the battery. The other thing to look for is the input and output in terms of how many amps they do in and out. He said about 2.1, I think it was pretty standard to charge cell phones, and that'll work well. You also want to watch for what the input is, because that means how long you'd have to sit there waiting for your backup power to charge before you can use it. So if it's not a problem, you can leave it charging overnight, then you can ignore the input. But actually, if you need it to be ready for a couple of hours time as your backup power, then you want to pay attention to that as well.
So she's running a course through Rome right now.
Yeah.
And what we do is we take Google Map technology, and you can draw a route anywhere in the world. And what we do is we actually take that workout profile, or that route profile, and we turn it into a workout.
I see. I did wonder, because we were seeing that there was a slightly jumpier image, because obviously that's feeding from the street view.
That's right here, yeah. So 2 things it does is it mimics the terrain.
Yeah.
So when you go downhill, the machine will actually point downhill.
Okay.
When you go uphill, the machine will actually point uphill. So
and Google Maps already had that information?
Yeah, it has the altitude where you're at.
Let's say if you move abroad and you miss home, and you want to mimic that route you used to walk or run when you were back home, then you can
go home and draw it.
You can program here.
The cool thing about it is if you're training for an event, you're going to be training for a marathon, you can actually draw the course, and so you can actually run the actual course and hit the hills when you actually hit the hills. So you start to build up that muscle memory. Really, the world's your playground. You can go anywhere you want.
Where's the weirdest place that any of your colleagues have decided to walk or run?
Yeah, almost everyone goes to their hometowns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, almost everyone. The first time.
Now one's like, I want to run in the desert. That's what I enjoy.
Well, some of the weirdest places is Google Maps have actually mapped underwater routes, so you can actually run underwater.
That's amazing.
Cool. Today I've been to South Africa, I've been to Japan, I've been to New Zealand, I've been to Brazil.
May I recommend Buckinghamshire in England?
Where?
This is the Fitbit gang, and that right there is the Fitbit Flex, which I have and will be testing out tomorrow. What I like is that you have these ARIA scales, which you can send your weight out to whoever you want, so you can publicly humiliate yourself on a regular basis, which, if that's not motivation to lose some chub, I don't know what is. Sometimes I find it difficult to be motivated to exercise, but when your company is called Woohoo Fitness, it's difficult not to be motivated. This is the Reebok Check Light, which I looked at from a distance and assumed it was just another fitness monitoring device that you wear just in a hat thing, a skull cap they call it. What it's actually for is for monitoring head impact. If you're wearing it during a game, if you're playing American football or lacrosse or whatever, or if you're boxing, I guess, your coach and your teammates can see the impact you've sustained and decide whether to keep you on the field. A coach can also use it as a sort of biosensor feedback to determine whether his coaching methods he's using during a training session are causing you trouble, or if they're working effectively. So it's kind of more wearable tech in terms of safety, but also in terms of improving sporting practices.